appropriate, that they will get up and speak if they're a resident, or a resident, a resident will cede the floor to them so that they can get up and speak. So it has been handled in a more informal process, that if someone cares that much about it, that they'll get up and say something. But I completely appreciate your point that, knowing that information may make people, ahead of time, if they have that information, they can make a more informed decision, or know, like, oh, this is gonna be an issue, maybe I should do a little research, because, this department head had requested this much and was only given this much, and why was that, or. Okay. Do we,
I don't know where we're at right now.
now I'm a little lost.
I forgot where we were.
So
I
we
think
had
we
a
were
first
supposed
and a
to vote on the
second,
budget.
right? We had a first and a second on the budget, or no?
I don't think.
Oh, we don't think we did. Do we have a first?
I will make that motion
Yeah.
with the appropriate changes and line items that we discussed.
Gotcha. A second?
I will second that.
First and a second. Any further discussion?
I didn't hear Mrs. Farrell's motion, I'm sorry.
I made a motion to adopt the budget that we discussed with the changes that we discussed.
Changes that we talked about.
Okay.
With the
thank you.
scholarship,
It's hard to hear
I-
with three people between us.
particularly my
I'm hearing
loud
the
mouth.
budget plus scholarship and beavers.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Don't forget the beavers.
Can we give a scholarship for catching the beavers and then
Maybe make an
an
incentive.
incentive? Okay, Julie?
Yeah.
Doug?
I'll abstain.
Oh, yes, you'll abstain. So let the record show that Doug abstained as well, if we could. John?
Yes.
Diane?
Yes.
And I will vote yes. So last but not least, the patient fire chief. We have assigned vehicle to Templeton Fire Department. I'm assuming you would like us to assign the donated fire truck to, is it here now, or I'll
It
let you?
is here, it's at Station 2 now, being worked on.
Great.
You didn't drive it up?
I was going to, but it was gonna be dark anyway.
You didn't give rides to any, no, okay.
He has pictures.
He has pictures of it.
It is registered, it's gonna be getting lettered tomorrow,
Gotcha.
and it'll be in service soon.
And this was the fire truck that was purchased through donations through,
Through donations, they'll be doing a press release on it probably next week.
great.
I'd ask that if you're available, we'd like to get a photo op at some point for the board and those volunteers that were involved with donating their heart and soul.
Great. And thank you very much to those businesses and individuals that contributed so that we could update our, this one is how old?
A 1999,
And the previous, the one that it's replacing, or,
it was 34 years old.
yeah, which is older than I am, so. And you see how poorly I've held up, so I can't imagine about that fire truck. But
Fire truck probably has better dietary habits.
it probably does, it's on a better diet. So do we have a motion to assign the fire department, or the fire truck that was donated to the Templeton Fire Department?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
I have a first and a second. Any further discussion? And thank you also, Chief, as well, for the work that you've done as well. I'd be remiss to not say that, so thank you. Julie,
Yes.
Doug,
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Diane?
Yes.
And I will vote yes. Thank you very much. Before we take our vote regarding going into executive session, we have Selectmen's comments. Julie, did you have any?
Yes, very briefly. The Narragansett Historical Society is going to have a May Day event at the Auto River Sportsman's Club on Sunday, and it's going to run from noon to 4. So they're trying to revive that tradition again, make May baskets, and there may be a maypole, I'm not sure about that. Okay.
Thank you. Doug, did you have anything?
The other thing I've got is just to thank everybody who came out to the open house. We had over 100 people come over to the senior center last Saturday and take a look around and see how it's coming together, so appreciate everybody who came out.
John?
I think this is the last time that we meet before the election, correct?
Oh,
So I would ask that everybody get out to vote on May 4th.
I thought we were meeting on Monday again, that's why.
I think we're gonna have to meet on Monday, because Julie thinks we're meeting on Monday.
We can hang out if you miss us. Okay. So the election, make sure to get out and vote. Julie? Diane?
You do that all the time.
I'm not
I'm
very
like Julie
bright.
too, and Diane. I just want to echo Doug's comments. The first time I really have had an opportunity to go to the senior center was over the weekend, and it was amazing, the turnout. Amazing. The building looks beautiful already, and it's not finished. My own parents came and were just completely blown away by what will be there. And I encourage my generation to go and look. It's an amazing place to be. It might be somewhere that you need to be, your parents need to be, your relatives need to be, and we should be more involved. It was an incredible, thank you so much to everyone who's done all the work over there. A lot of volunteer hours, thank you to Doug, to Diana, to just everyone who's been involved. It's just incredible. Really, it was awesome.
And the only thing, actually, I have two things, quickly. I did attend yesterday, the North Quabbin Chamber of Commerce had an after-hours event that I went to, and even though Templeton is not in their jurisdiction, Phillipston is, so because we share a school district, I went and was able to speak with different business leaders about Templeton, so that was a pleasure to do last evening. And the other thing is, and I just want to thank all of those who attended, candidates and townsfolk, including myself, who attended the candidates' night tonight at the Camelot. I'd like to thank the Royers as well for hosting that event, as they do every year. It's a good opportunity to ask questions of people who are asking for a vote. So thank you very much to the candidates, attendees, and to the Royers. And that's it. So at this point, the next item that we have is to vote to go into an executive session per Massachusetts General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 21.3, to discuss strategy with respect to collective bargaining or litigation if an open meeting may have a detrimental effect on the bargaining or litigating position of the public body, and the chair so declares, and I do so declare. And also, per Massachusetts General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 21.2, to conduct strategy sessions in preparation for negotiations with non-union personnel, or to conduct collective bargaining sessions or contract negotiations with non-union personnel. And I declare that that is necessary as well. Do I have a motion to go into executive session for those two purposes? And please include in your motion whether or not we'll be reopening into open session at the adjournment of the executive session.
So moved, and we will not go back into open session.
Is there a second?
Second.
I have a first and a second. Any discussion? Julie?
Yes.
Doug?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Diane?
Yes.
And I will vote yes. Thank you all for coming.